Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary folk, to another episode of Nothing But Football. This is part 2. If you didn't watch part 1, be sure to look through our profile and click.
Watch it.
Yes, Uncle Curtis gave beauty tips in that one.
So yeah, man, been another interesting week of football. Another Arsenal loss. We're not at the bottom of the table, are we? I think Norwich is below us.
You want to below us because of that 5-0, but
yeah. I think we need to thank City. City did us a huge
This reminds
favor.
me of Chelsea with Mourinho when they were bottom of the table for a minute.
Yeah. No,
terrible, man.
Nah, man, but yeah. It's entertaining. I'm sure everyone is enjoying it except Arsenal fans. But I think
I think you guys like anarchy, Joe. Your fans talk more when you lose than when you win.
No, in all fairness, like it's not that. I don't think we talk more when we lose. I think it's other fans excited to hear what's going on. Arsenal fan TV only trends when we lose.
This is how I know Arsenal's the biggest club in the world, dog. Everybody waits for them to lose.
Interesting.
It's the truth, dog.
I'll let you have it.
There's no Man United TV, and they've been going through struggles just like us for years.
There is Man United TV.
Yeah, and nobody remembers them.
I think
because we don't complain.
I think Arsenal's indeed hit rock bottom. For Lucas to say he'll let you have it. This is how rock bottom feels. I think we just need to have a play on crystal meth. This is as low as it gets.
We need an Adrian Mucci on cocaine.
Yeah. We don't have any guys who look naughty in our team.
Don't worry, I'll plant some cocaine on somebody. Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm just thinking in our team there isn't many naughty guys.
Joe,
there's
Pepe
no
looks naughty, Joe.
Huh?
Pepe looks naughty, talk.
That guy looks like he has gangster friends, though.
Dog.
Funny, yeah. But I'd actually blame it on. I'd say Obama Yang is probably the guy who looks naughty. He looks like the Joker in the gangster crew.
Listen, any guy that keeps a whole Batman mask in his
for just in case.
For just in case.
Yeah. That's a mystery that's never been solved.
After 25.
Dog, and that nigga is clear 30, dog. He's over 30.
But let's talk about these things, dog.
But I think let's move on to, well, like I've said, I've called these guys a top 4 threat. It was a game between West Ham and Leicester City. It was a very interesting game. There was a lot of interesting things happening. That ended up being a 4-1 to West Ham. And in that game, Pablo Fornal scored a goal. Saeed Ben Rami scored. And then Mikel Antonio officially became the highest goal scorer in West Ham's history.
Yo?
Yep.
More than Di Canio?
Yep.
Okay, this guy has been a silent threat.
Yep. So I think we need to actually give him more respect.
You might, because I was saying that guy's not a striker at all.
West Ham have a short history, because I don't think that's even 200 goals then.
Bro, I think he's a 50.
Yeah, but Di Canio was more for his style, and he was only there for short. But
he was there for short, yeah.
No, the guys...
Di Canio comes there after Celtic, no? Or is that before Celtic?
I think in that game he scored his... I'm not sure if it's 49 and 50 or 50 and 51.
You know what that makes me realize? That certain clubs in England overrate their history. If Antonio is your top goal scorer and you want to pretend like you've been a top club in England for years, like West Ham fans feel like they deserve to be in the Champions League.
In all fairness, I do understand where this is coming from. Yeah, West Ham is that type of team that, it's especially for strikers, it's a springboard.
Yeah. It's a springboard in which way?
Dude, so they've had many quality striker.
Yeah. West Ham historically produced a lot of
yeah, they produced, but they were never there for the end result.
Yeah, maybe, nigga, but
no, they can't be top 4 because your top goal scorer is 50 goals.
They're not a top 4 in history, but they're a top 4.
Yeah, but they pretend like they are. They believe they deserve Champions League football. They don't.
This season they do.
No, that's the thing. Now, even when I look out throughout history, now, Chelsea before Abramovich, they still had higher goal scorers than West Ham's. Chelsea were inevitably going to break into there because they had the quality. They had Zola. They had Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. They had a bunch of other players that I forgot about. But who are you going to talk about in West Ham? Carlton Cole.
He was a baller.
Nah, but
In
also,
his time, he was a baller.
The Canyon.
Also, I think we're wrong here. I'm seeing Jeff Hurst 250 goals.
Oh, okay.
And that, yeah.
Okay then.
Or is it a striker?
Jeff Hurst was a striker, yeah.
But then why were they celebrating this guy?
I don't know. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, all right.
No, because there was some sort of
No,
don't
but
get
even
me
Jeff
wrong.
Hurst 250 goals. Oh, maybe in the Premier League.
No,
No, Jeff Hurst is like in 66 times.
No, but I'm saying
but my thing is that
in like
yes.
league goals.
No, overall, yeah.
So
like
that
league
might
goals
not
for
be in a
Antonio.
single team.
Aha,
Antonio
okay.
is 50 goals in West Ham.
Okay.
So hence why I say that West Ham has not had a striker who stayed there for long.
And Jermaine Defoe went down with
Yep.
him. So if Jermaine Defoe has goals, it's in the championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's why. That's the reason why their goals, his goals are so high because he's
'cause
been there. He's stuck with
Because I was
them.
about to say Jeff Hurst sounds pretty high. He's not amongst the top 10 all-time goal scorers.
Nah, his Premier League wasn't even Premier League.
No, but I'm saying overall, like even then, if you
Nah, he's
include-
probably one of those guys who moved around a lot. You could probably find if you look closely at his goal
might be
scoring
championship
tally.
goals that.
And also Mikel Antonio, though. But anyway.
No, he's someone you wouldn't expect. But I think let's move on. We got stuck on that little hump.
Yeah.
But Pablo Fornals, Said Ben Rami with a goal, and then Mikel Antonio, and then it was one goal from Yuri Tillemans from the Leicester side, and there was a red card incident.
This for now, horrible.
The Ayoze Perez.
On for now,
Really?
on for now.
Uh,
My guy, any studs that hit you on the shin.
I
direct-
understand that one. Like I saw the tackle, but I think that was it was a red card, but I feel like it's not going to be one of those. It wasn't intentional.
You know the thing. What I hate about football when they started crying about it, intention doesn't matter.
Yeah, it happened.
I didn't intend on cheating my girlfriend, but I did.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Why
Yes.
does intention matter?
No, I understand.
It's as simple as that. I didn't intend on doing it, but it happened.
No, I get you. But it was one of those where he got tripped. He was trying to find his feet, and as soon as he found his feet, it just happened to be on.
It's excuses for me. It's excuses. It's
No, it's-
terrible because then what he could have done instead of stretching for the ball, he could have kept his foot in.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
No, no.
I intended to buy my girlfriend flowers, but I forgot.
No, I agree with the sentiment of what you're saying, but I think like that's what I'm saying. From my point of view, I look at it and I think he probably won't get a ban, like more than the standard red card.
Yeah, I can leave it because I remember Shaw Cross didn't intend on breaking.
Oh, he
Ramsey's
did.
head.
No,
But that's what they say. I didn't intend on doing it.
come on.
Intention doesn't matter to me.
We're not gonna listen to those Stoke bastards. But yeah, Uncle Logoza.
It's like also with the United, there was a kid that Ferguson ranted and raved about that won a court case because they ended his football career prematurely. The thing was, I didn't intend on doing it. That got a lot of court case because they were like, "Hey, my boy, you cost this guy millions of dollars, millions of pounds of worth income." Because Ferguson ranted and raved and saying, "Nah, he's the next big thing," and he was going to break into the team squad. So when people come with that intention thing, intention means nothing because you do not know. For me, you do not know what's going through that person's mind when he's making that tackle. Harry Kane intends to do a lot of things that he does.
what?
He does.
Harry Kane intends to do a
No,
lot
wait,
of
hold on.
You know why I say that, nah? Because you can see
Yes.
it.
No, please carry on.
You know why I say that?
No.
You know I say that, nah? He literally looks at where the player is,
Oh,
nah? And then decides, here's what I'm going to do to get a foul. That's intention to me. Nah? But at the end of the day, intention or not, it doesn't matter. Harry Kane doesn't intend on injuring players, nah? But he intends on trying to get a foul out of it. So he buys himself fouls.
this felt like you were fishing for Harry Kane.
It's not finishing. It's not fishing. Like I need to put a highlight reel of the times that he sees, oh, here's the ball. Then he looks,
No, I've
where's
seen-
the opposition player?
I've seen the
Oh,
exact,
here's what I'm gonna do.
I've seen the exact same things
but-
you're talking about,
but
but
you see
those
what-
aren't red card offenses.
I'm not saying the record of it, but my point that I'm trying to get across here, nah,
If someone gets
intention
injured.
doesn't matter, nah, because we can't judge intention. I'm saying I feel Harry Kane is doing it intentionally.
Oh, okay.
He can come and argue, but you don't know what my intention is,
Okay.
even though we can quite clearly see it.
No, I hear you. So you're saying same thing with this guy, as in like he can say that wasn't his intention, but at the end of the day, Fornals, almost got his leg broken.
Yeah.
But he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me ask you guys, how do you guys feel about this result? From a West Ham point of view, Uncle Lukusa, let me start with you.
I think it's a good result. West Ham had a good season last season, so to be starting well without Messi Lingard is obviously good. There is the red card sort of plays a lot into the result, but West Ham was already a goal up. West Ham was already a goal up, so good team. Souček again, still showing it wasn't a one-season wonder so far. Looking good. I still see them in the hunt for top 6.
Because they're currently top, even though that doesn't really mean anything, because the first two games, there's 5 teams who've won both their games. So that's not really much. Yeah, we part of the bottom 6, I see.
Guys, can I ask you something random? Do you think that teams are done trying to chase that unbeaten season now?
I think teams are done trying to chase unbeaten season.
Yeah, because remember, like when a team would go like 10 games unbeaten, they'll start crying, "Oh, it's gonna happen." But now teams are losing games sooner and sooner. So you think we're gonna see that dying down? Because that's the only thing I have to hold on as an Arsenal fan, dog.
I was about to say
that's the only thing I have to hold on to. Like if Man City go and break that record, then I'm relegated to the history books. So like, no, we did it first. No, but Preston North End did it first.
Listen, but to tell you the truth, for me, like I look at it now, the mentality you have to have as a team to go unbeaten this season is super strong. Like, you really have to have a heavy mentality.
Yeah, and look, I think it's fantastic to do, but I don't see any teams chasing that. I think you chase the trophy before you chase that. That's a nice add-on once you've won.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. But it's the gold Premier League trophy, but let's go on.
Hey?
It's the gold Premier League trophy.
It counts one, Joe. It's like a tap in or a volley top corner. It's still one goal.
It's like a tap in, but like a volley top corner, but everybody remembers Maradona's goal.
Fair enough.
No, man, fair point. But I think that wraps up the fixtures of the league so far. I don't really want to talk about next week's fixtures. I'm just going to touch on 2 games which have caught my eye, because I think we've got 2 good fixtures for next week. It's Manchester City versus Arsenal, and there's Liverpool versus Chelsea. Those are 2 mouth-watering games.
Okay.
I'll start with the Manchester City versus Arsenal, and I'll ask you, the Arsenal supporter, how do you feel about this game?
We're losing 3-0 and I'm not watching it. I'm watching the Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Okay.
Because Aubameyang came back. You know, it's like one of those things of fans who complain that he doesn't look like he has heart or commitment. That man came back from COVID, had 1 training session, and then decided to still go play. He gave it his all.
And he gave it his all. Shame.
Yeah.
I watched him running and chasing balls. It looked like he was trying.
You know, so I'm not going to doubt commitment from him. Nah? I don't doubt commitment from any of the players. I just doubt the tactics of the manager at this moment in time. Nah? Because when we were playing a back 5, we played better. I mean, yeah, a back 3. Sorry, we played better. He switched to a back 4, nah, and things started getting haywire. So maybe we should go back to a back 5. You know, that's what he also needs to look at.
You need to protect Chaka's lack of pace.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's one of those things of, and then we can maybe try a back 4 when Partey and maybe Lukanga play in midfield with Odegaard up there. Then I can say, let's experiment again, because we know where Chaka's problem is.
Yeah.
Nah?
He's got no pace.
He's got no pace.
Are you playing 2 guys who essentially have a life-threatening disease in Pablo Mari and what's his name, and Xhaka. That life-threatening disease is no pace.
Okay.
So I don't know what he thought was going to happen.
And then getting back to the Man City versus Arsenal game now. I don't know what we're going to... We're not winning there. We're not drawing. And it's away from home. We are losing.
Yeah, listen, we're not...
I have no hope for that game.
Let's not think that we like Tottenham, who have a fast counter-attack. Tottenham's advantage in that game is that they had a super fast
You see, but then it was, to me, now with Tottenham, they decided that's what we're going to do. I don't think the Arsenal players are slow, attack-wise. But we build up slow.
Sure.
That's going to play up into Pep's hands. Because He's defensive organized. It's Ruben Diaz. They're not going to play Ake. I forget who the other guy is.
It's Laporte or Stones.
You know, Laporte or Stones. So those guys are organized,
flip
man.
of a coin is still dope.
Cancelo is fast. The other
Kyle
Walker is fast. So we're going to play into their hands with a slow build-up. So I don't know where our goals are going to come from. Arsenal's goal, we're not going to get a goal of the month. The goal of the month is going to come from the Arsenal ladies. Shout out to the Arsenal ladies. They're doing very well. And then it's going to come from the Arsenal ladies or the under-23 squad. Because Arsenal hasn't scored a goal, and I don't expect us to score a goal again this weekend.
Maybe they need to put Vivian Maidema in the side.
It's not the players. She's a great striker, but it's not the players. It's the tactics that the manager plays for the players. He'll make that woman also look bad. And you know she's a goal machine.
Yeah, she is.
She is a goal machine.
She is.
She's like scoring like 4 goals a game.
She's a madman.
She's a madman.
She's madman.
She's a mad woman. Let's not be.
Madman is a phrase. It's gender neutral. So me saying you're a madman doesn't necessarily mean you're a man who's mad.
Okay.
It means you're a crazy son of
An
bitch.
idiom.
Yes.
I didn't even know I was just making up words.
But either way, that's all I have to say about Arsenal versus Man City. I am not watching that game because I'm not going to ruin my Saturday afternoon at 1:30 p.m.
But think about
I'll be at Summit drinking cocktails.
But that's what I'm saying.
Join me, ladies.
This is an easy way to think. You start off your day with some cocktails, and then you drink your sorrows.
You think I'm no?
You might be surprised.
So I can be drunk and start sloppy macking on chicks at the club. Baby. No, boy. Let me enjoy my cocktails nice and slow, so I look like a cool guy, and the women come to me because I'm not crying. They look at me like he looks like a cute guy who doesn't watch soccer anymore.
Interesting. Okay. Then I think let's move on to the other fixture, the other highlight fixture of next weekend. That's Liverpool versus Chelsea. I think this is going to be the game of the weekend.
Where's the game?
It's at Anfield.
At Anfield.
I think that's going to be the game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Both teams starting off very strong. Liverpool finally, sorting out their things. But I think that Chelsea will take this. I think Liverpool still has a lot of problems in their team. So I think they'll take this.
Let me let Lucas start over there.
Look, it'll be an interesting one. I'm really actually looking forward to that one. Chelsea under Tuchel, they've had a really good defense, really solid defense, exactly. And that's sort of what Liverpool tries to capitalize on. If there's weaknesses in your defense, you're 1-0 down against Liverpool. So that will be interesting to see. Liverpool like to hit a high line or hold a high line, and Romelu Lukaku but I think Van Dijk can handle. I don't know. I can't even call it.
What I'm gonna say is, this will, for me, tell me how far Chelsea will go this season. If Lukaku does nothing in this game, then I expect him not to do anything against the other top 4 teams with a fully fit squad. If Liverpool win this game, it shows me that last season that's how heavily injuries impacted Liverpool, and I expect them to challenge Man City again for the title. So they'll finish second or first. That's the way I view it. But this is all or nothing for me, because if transfer season won't be closed, man.
No, it won't be.
If Liverpool win and they win handsomely enough,
Chelsea's going to sign
players. They'll improve that squad within the last 2 days. They probably already know who they want, because I know they want the silver. Because even when you look at Chelsea, they already decided that they still want to improve the defense. They want to get rid of Kurt Zouma, who's in the center of defense of Chelsea, because Chelsea's defense doesn't spark inspiration for me, but they're playing well.
Yeah, Rudiger, who's probably been their standout. Andreas Christensen started the last game, but it's
underrated.
Either him or Thiago Silva, right?
Yeah.
And
but
then
they're saving the guys because from a Thiago Silva point of view, old legs. You can't be playing him. You can't be playing him too much. Aspilicueta, who plays a third centre back. You play him in important games.
Yeah,
the youngsters have to prove themselves this season.
True. So you get what I'm saying?
They were playing that Chalobah or whatever in the first game.
To me, it's what you call this thing, how they handle it, because already transfer rumors is they already having a personal agreement with the Seville defender Kunate or something like that, and they want to ship Zuma off. So they know where their problem is. It's defense.
Oh, Kunde.
Yeah, it's Kunate.
Kunate is the guy who's at Liverpool. Koundé's from Sevilla.
Yeah, they want to
Yeah.
get that guy from Sevilla. I forget who he is.
Yeah, Koundé.
So you know what I'm saying? They already see our weaknesses, defense. So even when you look at Chelsea going forward, attack is relatively young. Midfield,
Stacked.
yeah, midfield is relatively young. Okay? Because even when you look at midfield, the only player that they have to replace would be Jorginho and Kante.
Why would they have to replace?
I'm saying going forward
Oh,
for the
age-wise.
future, for themselves. Né? Then when you look at defense, it's Rudiger, old. Né? How old is he?
He's. I'm sure he's not 30 yet.
Check how old Rudiger is. But it's Azpilicueta, old.
Yeah.
Nah? And then you hope that Reece James and Ben Chilwell continue the way they play. But I know Ben Chilwell is a bit older than Reece James. So I can see where Chelsea are going to improve. 28. I can see where Chelsea...
Really?
Oh, well, okay, dope. But I can see where
Amongst
Chelsea want
respect,
to
I
improve
must say.
in future. It'll be their defense. Because attacking-wise, they're fine. But Rudiger's no Van Dijk. You know?
But looking at this, bruh.
You look at the second defender, Christensen. It's good, but we could do
I
better.
hear what you're saying, but the number of clean sheets and the few number of goals they've conceded under Tuchel.
Yeah, I get you, but I'm saying like he would want to improve. He'd want to be the best in Europe because I think the change of manager helped Chelsea more in the Champions League than them being that great in the Champions League. I think that change, and that new manager bounce, that's what gave them the impetus they need. I want to see how they play in the Champions League this season. I don't think they'll be doing the mad things they did last season. So I can see in future where Chelsea have to improve, and it's scary that all they have to do is improve their defense.
Yeah, which is already top notch.
Yeah, it's very scary that that's all they have to do, and they could dominate for the next 5 years if they get that mixture right.
Yeah, look, I think they're a settled team already. I would be very surprised if they still even add to their squad from here. I think they were just Lukaku short for me.
I don't know why, but I think they can afford to add on something in the midfield.
Because when you look
They
at
can, by that I mean like
Yeah, because Kante, Jorginho, the boy from Real Madrid, Kovacic.
Yeah.
Outside of
Yeah,
that,
yeah, okay.
well, Mount can play there.
But you know what the scary thing about Chelsea is to me? It's there was no standout player in that squad. Top goal scorer was
Is that
6.
scary? Isn't
It's
that
scary.
how football's working now?
No, it's scary to me because when you start getting the likes of Lukaku, who can be a standout player,
gonna
then
happen?
it makes you that much harder to beat. Nah, last season is they won't score. They score 1 and then so we have a chance. Now you get Lukaku and he decides he's going to score 30 goals a season. Now I'm already 1 down. Then it's like, okay, fine. Mount turns into a goal creating machine. How do I deal with that now when last season he wasn't? And then Kante is always going to be Kante, so you know what he's going to do. But you get what I'm saying? When you just start building the building blocks and like they start getting world class players in certain positions, and you're like, imagine if Timo Werner gets his act together and starts putting goals in the back of the net. Him and Lukaku is a deadly combination.
Yeah, I think they can actually afford this season. I think they can afford to play with 2 strikers.
But if you're to say maybe starting 11s alone, because Chelsea's roster is ridiculous, but starting 11s alone, them against Liverpool.
Of talent of the starting 11, Liverpool. Because the only weakness I see in Liverpool is the 3-man midfield. And even that 3-man midfield, when Keita decides he wants to play, he's one of the best in the game.
Yeah.
And when Fabinho, one of the best in the game.
Yeah, one of the best,
you know,
yeah.
so
I don't think
Fabinho versus Kante.
He's still what's his name? He's still unsure. He might not play. No, not injury. I think it's further past.
But you know what I'm saying? When we're talking 11 versus 11 in
Yeah.
the squad, nah, then the third midfielder is who in Liverpool?
Thiago. Let's say on the best day, yes.
Thiago when he decides to
Thiago.
get his act in
It's
the
probably
Premier
even
League.
Henderson ahead of Keita. Eh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When Thiago decides to get his act in the Premier League right, he's
Top quality player.
The Liverpool midfield is better than Chelsea on their day.
Not fair indeed.
Can't believe I said so many good things about Liverpool.
What else must you say?
Yeah, I hate to admit it, man, but I hate to admit it.
So humble Uncle Curtis.
Nah,
This is what Arteta has brought me down to, though.
man. But I think that covers the games.
You will love Emery now, though.
I don't love him either, dog. I don't love him. All this is
wait.
done has just made me miss sexy football, dog. I can take a loss when I was entertained for 90 minutes.
You see, this is what hurts me, bro. I've actually now gone on, I've started watching other leagues because last season I didn't really watch the other leagues. I was still optimistic.
Oh, yeah?
The other leagues, I watch Serie A. It's very entertaining now.
It's an attacking league these days,
it's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Watch Tammy Abraham coming on and starting to boss things. I've seen Barcelona is rejuvenated. Like you were saying the one time when you said that the best thing that Portugal could do is get rid of Ronaldo, and then from this instant, basically Barcelona's gotten rid of Messi, and it looks like a refreshed squad. Like everyone.
You don't have that weight of that superstar on your team
everyone
anymore.
believes that they can, be that guy. So.
Barcelona is always going to be a top two team in Spain, and lucky for them is Madrid also in the rebuild phase. So get rid of your superstar while you can. They should have got money for him, but they were better off selling last season.
I didn't really.
In fact, that was the stupidest thing they've ever done. When we talk about Barca, they should have sold him last season and got some money back.
I think
You lost him on a free.
whole thing is a setup.
Yeah, but I'm saying you lost him on, even if they got like £2 million, dog. Like you lost him on a free.
Yeah, if you look at the money coming from there, you lose more. You know why I think that whole thing was a setup, no? You see the situation where they can't renew his contract. It's because it expired, and then they'd have to re-register him on his new thing as a new player. If they extended it before it expired, they wouldn't have this problem. But now it gets to be the FA that's the bad guy.
Yes.
Please. To me, I'm like, that nigga wanted out. He got out. You didn't want to look like the bad guy, so the big bad wolf in the corner gets to take
So you're
it.
thinking, they're going to all act.
Okay, I get you on that. It
Even
was a
the
setup.
To me, nobody's at fault.
No, that's why they were saying that.
And
like,
2 days later, it's PSG. Sorry.
guys wanted to leave because they're like, bruh, you guys are how can you let this guy go? Like some of the Barcelona execs just said, no, you're feeding.
And it makes sense that he goes to PSG, the team that is most likely to win the Champions League within a try or two.
Dog. And you see they're paying him with cryptocurrency and things like that, and his contract was sorted out in 3 days.
That was way too quick. Brad was too quick. We blinked.
We're paying
and
you
he's
in a
there.
way people aren't used to getting paid, but we sorted it out in 3
And
days.
everyone's just saying like this.
So I was like, okay, Barcelona, shame you put one in front of all of us.
But speaking of, the big players leaving, I don't know if you guys have heard, but this happened actually, I think last week, probably around, before the game week started in Serie A. There's also been rumors that Ronaldo might leave.
And he might join Mbappe might leave and he might join PSG.
Yes.
Hey, dog, if you get a Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi combination, dog, that's unfair, dog.
Now listen,
That's unfair. And if you play in
Those
FIFA,
people will not defend. They will not press high.
but as the defending team, how do you defend against that?
You don't. You hope
just
and
get-
pray, Joe.
Like I'll be afraid to attack as a left back because Ronaldo will beat me for pace.
100%.
He'll beat me in the air.
100%.
And then Messi and Neymar will dribble me for fun. And then when they get tired, they'll bring on Di Maria or they'll bring on Julian Draxler.
And then there'll be Verratti there just as soon as you think you've gotten a breather, here's ball behind you.
no, because I see even Ronaldo had to give some sort of cryptic statement, basically saying he's, focused on his path.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like he'll leave unless there's a serious offer. But
I don't think it's even a serious, like a decent offer.
Because they said it'll be
Wage bill.
actually 20-25 million to take him.
That wage bill,
Yeah.
his problem is the wage bill.
Yeah.
Juventus are tired of paying for that.
Yeah.
They didn't win the Champions League when he was there.
PSG's got cryptocurrency.
They got crypto, man. They got crypto.
So I was like, what? 3 days.
that is
A
ridiculous.
million pounds a week or whatever the
Yeah.
hell Messi is. You sorted that out in cryptos in 3 days.
In cryptos, dog. This is why fantasy fair play or whatever. Fair.
And you know what the funny thing is, dog?
Ejo, if you've been receiving R1 million a week in cash, and then I come to you and say, "Here's crypto," are you accepting me in 3 days?
It's
You're not trying to figure out.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is, that it's probably you get crypto and a week later you find out it's converted to cash for him because they own the holding company that owns crypto.
Exactly.
And he's just cashing it.
It's PSG's crypto.
Yeah.
It's specifically their
Selling the
crypto.
crypto and selling it 4 days later to get
I
his salary.
really think they need to do a proper audit on these guys.
Dog, the lawyers and everything will never catch these top clubs. You saw when Man City went to FIFA or what UEFA for the. Did you see the amount of lawyers that they went? Dog, it was 20. Dog, it was probably saying, "Hey, lawyer one, you just need to understand this page and understand it well. Lawyer two, this page, understand it well. Find us the loopholes."
And they didn't even really have to, because the Man City thing was it was leaks that came out of emails or whatever. They didn't have to answer to that. That shit came out illegally.
Exactly.
So, whoa, leave that.
Leave that.
Come back here. Here's the lies we told you last time. You believe them. Believe it again.
Man.
Oh man, I love chatting football with you guys, dog.
But I think let's finally wrap up with our fantasy group.
Oh boy.
We did so much better.
So in our fantasy group, it seems as though things are going all right. Shout out to Sadiq, still first.
Is he still top? Oh,
Yeah, still first. He had a
Still getting rid of the Arsenal players in our squad. Don't worry, we're coming for you, Sadiq.
He's
still getting rid of us.
he's got a decent earning. I'm looking here. Yeah, I see you've moved into top 10.
Oh yeah, word. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who else is here? I think I might be in top 30. Then
I'm
Lucas,
top
I
40.
see you 33.
Chris.
And
Uncle Curtis.
Chris, Uncle Curtis. You.
I'm still getting rid of my Arsenal players.
No, yeah. And then finally, we off the bottom there. We now in 45th.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
So you see, the Nothing But Football page is now 45th. We did well.
Hey, if you finish ahead of Virgil, you'll be all right.
So we just decided, nah, man, let's snap out of it. Let's take this thing seriously. But yeah, man.
It was a decent game week, man. I told you, Ings, dog. I told you, Ings, dog.
Now, from a fantasy point of view, I think this is going to be a confusing fantasy season.
Bro.
Because, yeah, like I'm looking at it right now. Because I know plenty of people who decided to keep the same team they had last week.
Yeah.
And things went horribly wrong this week.
Sure.
But you know what it comes down to? I want to see certain things. I want to see what happens after the international break. And I want to see, because we have Man City players in fantasy teams right now. When Champions League comes back, that squad rotation is going to screw over plenty of people.
I'm not fond of touching City.
Yeah. Listen, even for the Norwich game, like, City Norwich. But I
Yeah.
was like, who? Who do I know will start?
Who will get a goal because they
I wouldn't have
started?
guessed Ferran Torres.
Exactly. That's why I was thinking. I'm like, no, this is a tough thing. You need to keep an eye out for things, because even the big players, they're not doing that. I understand it's 2 games, but I would have expected. Well, I did. I thought Bruno would do the same thing in this game, but he kind of didn't follow up. But it should be a nice, entertaining fantasy season.
I want to see, towards fantasy and just overall, I want to see if we still get as much away results as last season.
It's going to be tough, eh?
Yeah.
With the inclusion of fans, I've seen fans really rock the boat.
You know, it was something
I
that
wonder.
Wenger said. He says you'll see who the proper managers are with fans back in the stadium, because the pressure of not having fans is easy as a manager, but when you have fans in the stadium, you might crack. And I think that's where Arteta's gonna crack, because he's gonna start seeing that remember with Emery, because he had fans. When things weren't going his way, he was just like, fuck it.
No, he says it like, dude, if there's been outcry for someone to start, as soon as things start going wrong, he says, okay, sharp, you go warm up.
You know, it'll even
Who used to that? Wenger?
Emery.
Oh,
No,
sure.
Emery used to do that, because Emery was as stubborn as what's his name, as Arteta.
But you know what I'm
when
saying?
things went wrong, he would literally say, "Oh, the guy that they've been saying, give him a chance. Start warming up right
But I think it also lead to a change of tactics where they'll be on some, nah, my boy, this back and forth, like we misdirect football. Because you know when you're on TV, you get frustrated, but when you're there and you're looking and you're like, hey, Joe, we've passed the ball 20 times, we haven't even touched the opposition box.
Yeah.
No. So that's what I'm, but hey, Arteta's got fanboys that defend him to death and the media loves him as well, so I don't know how that's going to work out.
They love him because
If they bring him, if they fire a manager, please don't bring back Wenger. And not because I don't love him, but our fan base is toxic.
I've been hearing murmurs of them saying that if Arteta gets fired, they might get Wenger as a sort of caretaker.
No. I don't want him anywhere near the club. I love that man too much because I know he'll be able to fix
He
it.
hasn't even come to visit the stadium since he's been fired. I don't think he's coming back like that.
I hope not. I really hope
I
not.
love that man too much to.
I can't see it.
No, I hope he doesn't bail them out.
Remember how hard he fought the director of football situation? I must come work under one.
Yeah.
When he was on some, this shit is not needed. I've been running this thing for 20 years.
Yo, and we've been praising Edu. We praised Edu for so long. I think this season he's done a horrible job.
Okay, apart from the second choice goalkeeper,
No, listen.
your pattern has been signing young players.
To tell you the truth,
This guy will get fired before he gets to see the best of.
with the Ramsdale one, they offered kind of some clarity that Bernd Leno actually is considering leaving. So they're trying to groom a keeper for next season, essentially. They should have taken Onana, the Ajax keeper. I don't know why they didn't, because they weren't willing to take the risk. But now the man's back. He's back in first team action for Ajax.
Yeah.
So, guys, you know the thing, man.
So my chat is sorry, man. Like to the substitute goalkeeper. Last season was his first season in the Premiership, right? Finishing bottom with Sheffield United, conceding however many goals. Bad team, yes, but now what? Now what do you expect from him?
I hear what you say.
Expect him to keep making saves, hoping that he's gonna learn something from Bernd Leno,
But he must still play behind Pablo Mari and Rob Holding.
No, I understand completely, but we
we
have good defenders. No, we've got Ben White, we've got Gabriel, decent defender. I feel as though if we just need to work on the partnership and work on our formation, and then things can go right. Chaka, for me, even though
they need to work on that for long. So sorry to cut you off, but Ben White had one season in the Premier League last year with Burnley. The season before he was in the Championship on loan at Leeds.
Yeah,
one season in the Premiership. Pablo Mari, I don't
He
know
didn't
how
cut
long
it
you
at
guys
Chelsea.
have had him, but he's been flaky.
season and a half. We've got Rob Holding. We've got no choice. We need to
Flaky,
do.
in my opinion.
But I feel as though even in the Chelsea game when we played, I feel he didn't have a bad game.
It's better than Mari. He didn't get bullied like Mari.
He didn't get bullied like Mario.
But what
He
I was
actually
also
did try.
trying to say is, you know what I miss about football, guys? Everything is analytics, and I hate analytics because I was reading a quote now when Wenger said the reason he decided to sign was just Freddie Ljungberg. It was Sweden versus England, and he's like Martin Keown was very good at one-on-one defending, and Ljungberg was just terrorizing Martin Keown on one-on-one defending. Then he's like, I watched that game back, and I'm like, okay. Woke up 3 days later, I'm going to sign him, and he signed him from the club that was called Hammarstad in Sweden or something like that. We don't see that anymore. Like where it's like, okay, no, this player is like, another example is Cristiano Ronaldo and Gary Neville. Gary Neville went to Ferguson and is like, hey, yo, my boy, that kid, I've never had such a tough time playing against somebody ever. That kid we should get. Then Ferguson was on some height. Bet, let's get him. And look what Ronaldo turned out to be. We lose the feel of football when we're looking at stats.
Now you're making me hate Ronaldo, bro.
Because I even look at
They had a pre-agreement with him the season before to sign him in 2 seasons. But after that game, they were like, either sign him now or you're going to lose him.
Because I remember it was one of those things.
You've
Even with
stained
Arsenal.
Ronaldo for me.
Even with Arsenal, they were saying that Wenger was about to sign him, and then United came back and finished the deal. So I get what you're saying when you're saying that you sign him now or
So
you might
Gary
lose.
Neville had I don't.
He terrorized them.
No,
And what-
he killed the whole team. He killed the whole team. It was Neville, O'Shea, and Butt that he killed. But
No, the fact that Neville came out and said, "Nah, sign this guy," as in like he has some sort of influence, makes me dislike Ronaldo a little bit.
No, I don't hate it. Everybody
No, I don't
wanted
like.
him, man.
I hate
But
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville came out and he's like, yeah, I saw flames. Like, they were upset at the step over, but he's like, yeah, man, that kid kept me busy.
that killed me. Yeah.
And that's what I miss about football, where, you'll watch a player play and then he terrorizes a good defender. Now, Gary Neville towards the end of his career is a different conversation. Nah, but he was one of the
That
best.
wasn't even the end, eh? That's 2000.
Yeah, it was.
After
It was.
Beckham leaves.
It was
Is
after.
that season Beckham
Yeah,
leaves.
but Gary Neville was still a good defender there, and he's like, I saw flames here. You were like, this is a player we should consider getting. Now they look at analytics. They say if your pass completion is not right, because Ronaldo at 19 was busy losing the ball left, right, and
I'm
center.
sure.
Nah,
I'm sure.
But when he had the ball, that man was afraid each time he had the ball, and that's what I miss about football.
Nah, man, it's a interesting view, but yeah, I do agree with you. Analytics in sports kind of ruins the game.
It has its place for CDMs. You must tell me how CDMs covered the pitch and But when it comes to creative players, they're gonna make mistakes. It's an eye test.
Hey, analytics got Leicester Mahrez.
As well, but you know what I'm saying? But that's
That's somebody who did it right. I get you. There's a lot of examples of it going wrong. Yeah.
No, because some guys you obviously do have to watch. Like you have to go watch the game.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, "Oh,
Hey,
okay."
they rely on those football manager scouts now.
No, but like, I still believe that those scouts who go and watch games, like for me, that's the one I take more seriously than a guy who says, "Yeah, I got the stats for this player, and this is what he does."
because if we look at analytics, players like Dean Ashton will be Premier League players longer than they should have been. Because stat wise, he was a good player. Stats wise, he performed better than most players, but like he was never he never caught you eye wise to say, "Oh man, special talent," like like other players.
Sorry, what?
He was a good player, but you know how I feel about English players, overhyped a tad too much.
Sure.
But hey, I'm going on, guys, because
Yeah, man.
this is what happens when Arsenal lose. I have to talk about everything but Arsenal.
But I think we've touched on everything. We've spoken about our fantasy page. We've done well. We've done better than we did last week. So I think that kind of wraps up things. Yeah, it really does wrap up things, man.
Wait.
There's nothing much to talk about.
Maybe Arsenal will get some points and we'll be cheery.
Dog, even if we get points, I'm not gonna get excited, because what will happen is they'll keep the manager for longer when he plays terribly. And hey, Arsenal fans, please stop buying the shirts. Kroenke's staying because he's making money. Stop buying that merch. I know it's fire, but please stop buying the shirts. As long as that club makes a profit, he will stay. That's all I have to say.
Nah, fair point, man. To tell you the truth, I want Arsenal to lose. Then we'll make signings.
It's not, I don't want them
They've
to
already spent the most. You're not going to sell before you buy.
I want
No.
them to lose in order for Arteta to learn a lesson in football. That humble
Didn't they-
yourself.
But wait, didn't they say they wanted to get rid of dead weight? Who have they gotten rid of?
I don't know.
Your boys that went to Schalke.
They back.
Well,
The one of them. Mustafi's God. Yeah, that's the man.
Yeah,
Because
but
Kolasinac is-
one in Jan.
Kolasinac
We got
is-
rid of one in Jan.
So hence why I'm saying we need to offload a lot. There's talk of Kolasinac going. There's talk of Willian going. I think it's Corinthians and then
You'll
Kolasinac.
still pay the rest.
Eh?
Your club will still pay the rest.
No.
Willian
They
is
say
willing to terminate his contract.
they say the wage bill will be less. No, not
via
wage bill.
whatever Corinthians pays him. If it's 20%, the rest is still yours. Why would he walk away from that?
No,
money?
but Willian
You're
said-
either paying him out or you're paying him.
No, Willian wants to go.
He wants to go. He says he's willing to cancel the contract if
Yeah.
he goes to Corinthians. That's the only club.
And you guys still hate that guy.
Yes.
yes.
Sure, that's a stand-up move then.
I don't give a
It's
shit.
I don't give a shit.
stand-up
He's
move.
doing it for himself.
Nigga,
How's he earning less money for himself?
nigga.
No, he's doing it for himself. He goes back, he plays in Brazil. There's a very good chance that he could end up in the Brazilian squad if he does well in Corinthians. Because
By earning less money.
eh?
By earning less money.
But we do, you know that
Sure, you guys hate this guy so
Braz-
much. You're not even gonna give him a big ups for the nice
Brazil-
things.
My boy, do you know what he did over the weekend?
What?
He liked the picture of Chelsea teammates busy celebrating the win. Screw that nigga.
Sharp, screw him, and he's saying I'm willing to walk away, and you'll keep your money so that you can.
he's not doing it for us. He's doing it for his
Him.
own selfish intent.
Sharp. How is that still selfish when I'm saying, guys, I will step away from the burden. I'll give you less of a burden.
I will thank him when this is done.
Sure. Okay.
I'm not gonna thank him while he's considering it.
Fair enough.
I'll thank him once it's done. I think that's fair.
But Potion, let's wrap this up.
You guys are
Cheers,
gonna boo him
guys.
like a boo agent.
But no, guys, thank you for joining us this week. I hope you guys have a lovely week. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And yeah, please catch us next week with more content. Hopefully, I don't know. For the sake of football banter, Arsenal loses.
No. We're gonna lose, but no.
I want them to lose so
You know
we
what's
can
the
buy
thing?
players.
No, you know what's the thing, nah? It's past banter. Opposition fans are feeling sorry for us now. It's past banter. It's like you know when you kick a dead horse and you're like, yeah, nigga, and you're like, oh man, it's no more fun beating up this dead horse.
It's fine, bro. We need to catch a wake up. So I think City will be the wake up we need. After that, we've got a easy run of fixtures. So yeah, but no, guys,
And we'll lose it. Watch us lose to Norwich.
Well,
Watch us lose to Norwich.
then it's fine.
Because I don't want to get any false hope, dog.
Alright.
We'll be the first club that's traditionally big that has no other competitions and still fails to win the league. I am sick.
I've watched Chelsea do that.
No, when Chelsea went in the Champions League or the Europa League, they won the league.
Conte.
That's the only time that they went in the league.
You do remember the time when Mourinho came back and they went 12th?
Yes, but they were in the Champions League. They still
you
had
sure?
No other competitions. as
No
in you
other
qualified
competition.
For nothing last season.
We qualified
and
for
then the following
nothing.
season you do better. I don't know if he's right, but
I'll
that's
have
what
to-
he's saying.
I'll have to check
I don't
that
know
out.
if he's
I'm
right.
telling you, Mourinho
book-
would
I'll-
look.
I'll
he,
bookmark
you know why?
that.
You know why? Nah? Because Mourinho, when he was 12, he won the league the previous season.
Bro. Yeah, that's the season got fired.
Yeah, no, but
12th
I'm saying,
season.
yeah, but the previous season he won the
Oh,
league,
yeah.
so
So
he
that
was
was
in the
the
Champions
season.
League because he came back. He didn't come back and get fired because
All
he was
right,
12.
all right. Let's wrap up then.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Just say you're right, Chris. Just say you're right.
I will never.
Yeah.
But yes, guys. Cheers. Catch you guys next week.
Oh, wait.
Are you on the way?